Have you ever wondered what you'd do without pockets? Where would you put your phone, your keys, your wallet? It seems so simple, but for most of human history, people didn't have pockets as we know them. So, how did they carry their stuff? Let's take a trip back in time and find out. For centuries, the go-to solution was a bag or a pouch. Both men and women would wear small pouches, often tied to a belt or a girdle around their waist. Think of them as the original fanny packs. These were usually made of leather or cloth and were essential for carrying coins, keys, and other small personal items. In medieval Europe, these were called pockets, but they were separate items, not sewn into clothing. You could even see them dangling from people's waists in old paintings. Then, around the 17th century, a big change happened for men. Tailors started sewing bags directly into the lining of men's coats and trousers. This was a game changer. Their belongings were now more secure and hidden from view, making them less of a target for thieves. For the first time, men had built-in storage. But what about women? Well, their fashion journey took a different route. As big, poofy skirts with hoops and petticoats became popular, women wore their pockets underneath their skirts. These weren't sewn in. They were separate, often beautifully embroidered bags tied around the waist. To get to them, a woman had to reach through a slit in her outer skirt. It was a clever hidden system that could hold a surprising amount of stuff. It wasn't until the late 19th and early 20th centuries that women's fashion slimmed down. Those big skirts disappeared, and with them, the space for tie-on pockets. For a long time, women's clothing had very few, if any, functional pockets. Instead, the handbag became the essential accessory for women, a trend that largely continues today. So, the next time you slide your hand into your pocket, remember its long and fascinating history. It's a small detail that tells a big story about fashion, security, and how we live our lives. Pretty cool, right? If you enjoyed this little dive into history, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.